marijuana. Will it ever reach the legal status of alcohol or cigarettes?
Not the way our government drags its feet.
Well, I see what you did there. Drags. Well, I've got a story about a bride that did not drag her groom down the altar.
Yeah, she wanted every guest couple to donate $1,500 to her wedding, or they were not invited.
Well, how did that work out for her?
No one was having fun doing what they loved, and apparently no one was doing her.
Yeah, well, there's a horny dolphin in France that apparently was doing everyone.
Yeah, and the mayor thought he was an amity from Jaws, and he closed the beach.
Now you're going to need a bigger boat. Welcome to What Happened to the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott, and this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show.
And we're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today. And one of the things is Scott complained all last week about the heat wave because it's August. It's the end of August. No, this is now, this is Tuesday. So that means we are now officially into
September.
Yeah, because Saturday show was the first day of September.
Yep.
The fourth day of September. So I hope you all had a good Labor Day. Labor Day was fun. A 3-day weekend for most people. Yay!
Walworth County Fair, yippee.
Really?
Really?
Walworth County Fair? Oh, nice.
Yes, I will have pictures next for our next show, I think.
Cool. Appreciate that. However,
and no, this didn't come from the fair.
yeah, hey. That's why Scott says hey all the
That's
time.
why I say hey all the time.
Yeah,
I spent a month burning hay.
Yeah, and you can't. Okay, first off, why did you have that much hay?
All right. My property, I bought a small farmette that had a barn. It used to be a veal calf farm that hadn't been used in over 20 years, but the hay and straw were still up in the barn.
Oh, so that was just up in the barn in the loft.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just stored there. It's not like you're still growing hay.
No. And of course, because,
Like,
raccoons and rats and crap were living in it, it's not usable.
Well, the crap's not living in it. Just the raccoons and the rats crap in it, and it's there. But the raccoons and the rats are living in it, and the crap is just there.
Yes.
The raccoon.
And of course, it makes it moldy, and you just can't use it for anything.
Why did I say raccoons? I don't know. I can't say.
I have no idea. Oh, look, we're both drinking at the same time.
I didn't know that was well, yeah, that's because you don't time it very well, and you love having dead air on the show.
You know why?
Why?
Because if the air's moving too much, it might be because I passed gas, and that's a bad thing.
Wow. Okay, good thing this isn't smell-o-vision, folks.
That's correct.
Yeah, be thankful. Yeah, hey, that could be the new medium, right? Podcasts.
Yes.
Podcasts with sense. Scratch and sniff podcasts. Scratch and sniff YouTube. Why not?
Yeah.
Just send us $1. We'll wake up the little scratch cards, and we could do that.
We can.
Why not?
That's right.
We could do a scratch and sniff YouTube show.
Sure.
That would be awesome. We could go get an old card from somebody that has one made up. We'll just find one.
Yeah.
And we'll just do the actions to it. Say, all right, now scratch number 36.
I love it.
Viral show. That could be a good show.
It could be, except it'd be so hard to implement.
Why?
You'd have to plan the show a month in advance, which is hard because we try to talk about current stuff. And because you still got to ship the cards to everybody,
It's a scratch and sniff show. But it's a scratch and sniff show. Fun.
Oh, look. Ooh, came right over here.
Goobers.
Hello. Want to come up here today?
You scare them? Scott is now attempting to get Goobers on the air for the second time. That's right. We are over 150 shows in, and Goobers has been on the air one time. Look, he's going for it. Goobers is not running away. Normally by now, Goobers is like sprinted away. Look, there it is, Goobers. Oh my goodness. How cool is that? Oh.
That's a little bit too much for him. Let me give him a treat so that he knows that I still love him.
Wow. That's pretty cool, dude. That's twice now that Goobers has been on the air. Goobers actually exist.
Now he's happy.
He actually has a bunny rabbit. Yeah, so you do that, and then he gets the treat. They don't associate that with coming up. And then
correct.
Spooky thing with him. Good
he's
for you.
He's very happy right now.
That's good. Oh, crap. Sorry.
I heard another thing about a product that's becoming more and more prevalent that makes people happy.
Yeah, marijuana.
Yes.
Marijuana. But you know what?
So, I know a lot of things, actually.
Canada's going to make that legal as a country.
Yes.
The question is, will Canada make it legal before we make it legal here in the United States as a country?
I'm going to say yes.
I think they're slated to do it next year.
Correct.
But
We're still a little bit behind the curve. Now,
well, the reason we're behind the curve is because marijuana is a gateway drug. Marijuana is really bad. Okay, we were giving people opiates for pain and stuff like that. Now they're like weaning them off of it, but there's nothing to give them. I mean, because the marijuana doesn't even work as hard. But they make it so hard to study.
Yes.
The Food and Drug Administration won't even let them test some of the marijuana studies. So you can't
What's really stupid about it is about 2 years ago, they said that they were going to give licenses to more universities to do marijuana research. But the DEA has not granted these licenses, and they stopped accepting applications for new ones.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Here's the thing I don't understand. You've known me. You know that I have absolutely no use for the stuff. I can't stand the smell of it. To me, it just smells terrible. It makes me want to puke. Right? Plus, because I'm a driver, I don't want to smell it when I do the concerts and stuff.
Right. Plus, as a driver, if they're doing it in the bus and then you get it, then you're driving impaired, and that's not good too.
Correct. So, but one thing I learned, because I did that drug rehab program thing for my Eagle Service project, and I don't have a use for illegal drugs.
Right.
But everything that I've seen from people that I've known for decades that occasionally smoke marijuana, with the rare exception of a handful that literally smoke it almost every day, and they have is like zero ambition to do freaking anything, which I understand. But there's people who drink alcohol that are like that.
Right.
It's the same freaking thing.
Yeah. Well, it's all politics. What we don't talk about, but we are going to talk about politics in this because it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. They make it so hard for us doing studies, and the drug has been around just as long as a lot of the other drugs have been around. They could have been
longer. People, the American Indians smoke
peyote.
Hemp. Yeah. Part of their.
Oh no! Don't want the reefer madness happening.
Yeah, I mean it's. I got over my negativity toward it a long time ago when I realized literally it's like drinking beer. It does virtually the same.
Right, and we're prescribing opiates to people,
which is highly addictive.
Yeah.
Even the people that I know of that do marijuana virtually daily, it's not that they don't have an addiction to it. It doesn't make them crave it. They just do it because it's a habit that they do.
Right.
You know, I know one guy, he went in the hospital for surgery. He wasn't able to smoke for a week, and he didn't go through withdrawals or like or anything for that week.
Right. So marijuana is a Schedule I narcotic, and a Schedule I narcotic does not necessarily have to be that you would become dependent on it.
Correct.
Or what do they call that? Hooked on it. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to have to read this. The potential for abuse with potentially leading severe. Dependence. So you don't have a dependence on the drug, right? So Schedule I drugs do not have to have a dependence. They are no current medical use.
Right.
Right. And can be abused. So that's why marijuana is a Class I drug. However, if they'd let us do the studies, they could find medical use. Again, what do you got? What do you got?
Letgo just sent me a message.
Who did?
I thought Letgo. I've got a few things for sale, so I thought maybe they were sending me something. But it's Emma. You know who Emma is from Letgo?
No, but
she's Alexa for Letgo.
It was so important that you stopped our show for it.
Well, because it was obnoxious and it was loud. I was trying to stop it. I thought
didn't
maybe
hear
you heard it.
No, I didn't hear it.
I have a Yoda ringtone.
Did you have it under your microphone again? Remember?
Well, it's
I didn't hear it. Yeah, no, it's up there. I've heard the Yoda ringtone before, but I didn't hear it. But it's probably because I was talking, which I currently do all the time. So go ahead.
The thing that freaks me out is nicotine is highly addictive, and yet you can buy cigarettes over the counter.
Right, because there is a huge lobby and it's been around for the alcohol lobby and.
But now everybody's trying to get people to quit smoking. The smoking.
Are they?
Yeah, you got a point there. But the tobacco industry is way down from its heyday of the 50s, 60s.
Oh, sure. We'll just make it a vaping thing now because it's not as bad for you.
But they're anticipating the very first year of legalized marijuana, recreational, it will be a $16 billion a year. $16 billion.
I got to get a job in that industry.
The taxes on that are going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, I got to get into that industry.
I don't get it.
Because when it goes national, they're going to want people to experience. And how do you get experience? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll become an extractor or something. I don't know what I'll do. I have to do something.
All right.
Well, let's move on and off of the marijuana on the reefer madness, and let's talk about wedding madness.
Were you hearing it?
Yeah, no.
I have no idea why it started, but it started.
Oh yeah, the little video up on top.
Yes, I hate that.
I wait for it to play. You gotta wait for it to play or shut your. I don't know. Whatever.
Yes.
Okay, but so here comes. Is the word psycho bride, bridezilla? Bridezilla. Everybody's heard bridezilla, right?
Yes, everybody's heard of bridezilla.
This article is, from everything I can see, a bridezilla. First off, the bride is requiring that both parents give the parents were. What were the parents required to give? So. Couple each wedding guest to contribute each wedding guest to contribute $1,500.
Yes.
A $5,000 pledge from the maid of honor.
Right.
$3,000 pledge from the groom's parents.
Correct.
She wanted to raise a total of $60,000 for her wedding.
Right. And here's the thing. They made it clear that if you couldn't contribute, you were not invited to their wedding.
That's just crazy. So they set up a GoFundMe page.
Only 8 people RSVP'd and sent the check. The maid of honor.
They said send a check. For what?
Yeah.
For $1,500?
Apparently.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
but the GoFundMe page?
How much did it raise?
$250.
$250. Yeah.
I love that. It's like, yeah, okay. Her fiance then suggested they do a Vegas wedding instead.
And of course, what did she say? Are you out of your mind?
and the maid of honor didn't help. Because the maid of honor is a pot stirrer. Because the maid of honor said, no, you need to stick to your guns. That's crazy. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. But then she went on for a how many page rant on Facebook? I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'm looking at this.
1,
wow,
2, 3, 4, 5. 5 screens on Facebook. She went on a rant. So crazy, where she just goes off and she's like, whoa, dear friends, when it comes to great sadness that I am announcing the cancellation of our wedding, I apologize for canceling only 4 days beforehand, but unfortunately, and blocked out his name, and I have broken up due to some recent irreparable problems. So I didn't know. Well, how did this all come crashing down? Well, I invited you on Facebook, Players and Bystanders, to help pay for this. But since you didn't pay for it, we got into a fight. And because we got into a fight, you guys ruined my marriage.
Yeah.
Ruined my marriage. Put yourself in my shoes. For once, I really. First thing is, we were a fairy tale. Love of my life when we were 14. Okay, so you want a $60,000 wedding, you're 14. A $60,000 wedding, and now, no. This is a bridezilla.
Now, as you know, I am actually a wedding consultant and event planner with my other company. And I have done $60,000 weddings. They exist. I actually almost had a $100,000 wedding. I did not win that bid, but it ended up being well over $100,000.
Sure.
It's absolutely astounding. So people do spend that kind of money, but they have that kind of money.
Right. You're not asking your friends. If somebody asked me for $1,500 to attend their wedding, I'm like, have a great life.
Yes.
That's crazy. $1,500, you guys could fly somewhere and go to a destination wedding.
Correct.
Go to Vegas, get married by Elvis.
Or come here and I'll marry you as Elvis.
And you'll mail him back?
I'll mail him back, yeah.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
It is. I saw this and I figured I had to put this up in a part of our show because we try to do everything positive. And the one thing that was positive about this was all their friends were smart enough to say no.
Not all of them. 8 people said yes.
That's right. 8 people said checks in.
So for all of our listeners, we would like the people who are smart enough to send us money to send us money.
Yes, please.
Go to whathappened.world. Go to whathappened.world and get to contact us, and we will tell you where to send the check.
You betcha.
And we've been more than happy to cash it. We have to get somebody to help us set up Patreon. Remember I showed you that? That's where you get money for doing these shows.
Oh, okay.
Donate money. We have to get that set up. People give money for that. Please do some research on that. I will try and do some research on it. I'm still busy trying to get a gig, so I need a paying job. So I haven't had a chance. I was going to do it, then I lost my gig and never got a chance to set it up, and you're too busy to do it. So
yeah, I got 3 more weeks of craziness. And then
he said that 3 weeks ago, and he said,
I know, it's just weird. I had a dead week. I had dead. All of a sudden, bingo, I got weekday work. Like, where the hell is this guy? I'm not complaining.
Yes, you are.
Because I'll be able to pay my bills.
So it's crazy. But yeah, so I just think that's crazy that the bride thinks that her wedding was ruined because people didn't give her $60,000 to go on her wedding. She had a fight with her fiance and it's over because he thought it'd be okay to go for a cheaper wedding. What? I'm not going to give up my right. Okay, you're bridezilla. You're nuts.
That's right.
So how could we make that positive in our positivity message? You're getting better at that. You're getting much better at that. You're looking down at it like everybody knows it's there already. If you want to make it like it's not there, or just goes, oh, I have one right here that's going to fit that, Steve.
There, how's that?
It's terrible. You gotta go
you can't see if I'm looking down, right?
No, you got to go like this. And then not look down.
Oh.
Okay,
yeah.
Genuine positivity messages. You must learn to enjoy life and have fun doing what you love. And that is by who?
Lila Gifty Akita.
Sure. Lila Gifty Akita. Is it Gifty? It's Gifty. Lila Gifty.
It's Gifty.
Yeah. Lila Gifty Akita. I do like that, right?
Exactly. That's how I do things.
How do you do things?
The fun way. I enjoy my life and I have fun doing what I love. I love to entertain people. It makes me happy to make other people happy. That's all there is to it.
Yep. She actually founded the Smart Youth Volunteers and does a lot of these positive messages. So you can look her up. She's an author, about thinking great and positivity and stuff like that. So Wings of Hope she has. So some good books. So look her up. She's a very positive.
Do anything with dolphins?
Does she do anything with dolphins? That's your segue. I do love your segues. I don't know how it's a segue aside from the fact that you said her name and their name in a sentence. My version of Scott's segue, if he was talking about the space shuttle and a dolphin. Do they have dolphins on space shuttles?
No. I would say something like, are they putting dolphins in the military to fly the space shuttles?
No, but do you remember the Star Trek one? Was it the Journey Home where they rescued the killer whales?
Yes.
Right?
The spot where he jumped in and talked, mind melded with him.
Yeah, Gracie's pregnant.
In a robe.
How do you know? She told me.
That's right.
What? Yeah, that's the one where he talked to the computer too. I love that. I picked up the mouse and he goes, "Hello, computer." Yeah. And he goes, "It doesn't work that way." And he showed him the keyboard. And also, he typed really fast. And
yes.
He came up with liquid aluminum.
Something like that. Yeah. Transparent aluminum. Transparent aluminum.
So our segue is getting us to dolphins, which
yes,
never got there.
Specifically, French dolphins.
Dun-dun, dun-dun.
And everybody knows that the French are really good at lovemaking. So obviously, lovemaking dolphin is involved in this particular story, right?
So the mayor of the town
closes the beach
because of
a dolphin that is playfully in rut.
So was the town called Amity, France?
It could be.
Because that's where Jaws was filmed. So instead of a shark scaring everyone out of the water, the mayor runs down and goes, "You're going to need a bigger boat." What other lines can I steal from Jaws?
I don't know. But anyway,
you're going to need a bigger boat.
Northwest France, and it's the beaches of the shores of Brittany. And the dolphin actually has a name. He's very well known there.
Really? What's the dolphin's name?
Zafar.
What?
Zafar. Zafar.
Oh, I thought it was Nafar. Because I say, isn't that the prince? Isn't that a prince of somebody?
He plays with the children and the other swimmers. He's been there for years. It happens to be mating season there, and he's in rut as a male.
So he's attacking people?
Sort of. Apparently, they're calling them.
Get out of the water! Get out of the water! There's a
woman
fin!
quietly was thrown by the animal. But here's the thing. One of a local lawyer there who specializes in environmental rights.
So he's a dolphin lawyer.
Yes, he disagrees with the halt and threatens to take legal action against the man. He goes, "How many accidents have there been with a dolphin in Brittany since our two species existed?" Now, can you guess how many there's been?
I don't know. How many?
0.
Oh, well, that's more than I thought.
Yeah, that's like...
None.
Yes, none. In literally thousands of years that people have lived along the coast there, and dolphins lived along the coast. Thousands of years.
Maybe he just saw Jaws for the first time.
Could be.
Was taking it.
Could be.
He's serious.
One of the things that has got me really frustrated, and I'm going to do a little rant here because, sometimes I do. It's rare, but I do that.
Okay, rant.
We are living in a society now that is being overprotective about stuff.
Sure.
The stuff that we did as kids, riding bikes.
Running with scissors.
Right. Drinking water out of a hose, all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I just read an article about an 8-year-old girl that was walking her dog down the street, and one of the neighbors called cops and child services for child endangerment for leaving an 8-year-old girl walking the street alone. Really?
Yeah.
At 7 years old, I was already working. I was cutting neighbors' grass. I was
right. You were out till the streetlights came on.
What the hell is wrong with people?
You're old-timey. Hey, you kids, get off my lawn. You're that guy now. Sorry. You know what you need to do?
Win the lottery and not worry about this crap ever again?
You need to start being nicer to people. You need to move on to our phrase origin story and start buttering someone up.
Ooh. Steve, you look so handsome tonight.
I do. Thank you. I'm not going to say no. I think I do. I'm the.
I was just wondering if it was going to help.
So where did that possibly come from?
Now
how is buttering so well? Okay, I could see if how when guys do the bodybuilding and that,
yes,
they grease them are all shiny, right?
Yep.
Or naked woman all shiny and buttery,
yep,
greasy and oily. Was oil?
Oh,
was oil butter originally?
No.
And that's why you'd butter them up so they'd glisten and look good. And that's where butter.
Great idea, though. I do like the thought you're going with there.
I like my origin stories better.
Yes.
Than the truth. Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, this goes even farther back than that, though. This goes all the way back to ancient India.
Okay.
See, the devout would actually throw butterballs at statues of the gods to seek favor and forgiveness.
Oh, so they would butter up the gods.
Yes.
Okay, so you're buttering someone up to get a favor.
Exactly.
Great. So throw butter at me. Yay!
The only other thing that would work is if you took a piece of butter bread and you put it on the back of a cat. If bread always falls on the floor with the butter side down, but a cat always lands on his feet, which is going to happen if you strap the butter to the back of a cat?
You're going to have one pissed off cat.
Yes, you are.
There you go. So with that, I want to say thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
please subscribe, like, watch our other shows and channels. Go to whathappened.world. Boom! Yay! Go to Fun Guy Entertainer Cooks for You. And with that, I want you to live every day, and we'll see you at the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.
Be crazy, just it remains me.